Twin Peaks: The Final Dossier by Mark Frost. Read for you by Annie Wersching. Federal Bureau of Investigation, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Interoffice Memorandum. Date, September 6, 2017. From Tamara Preston, Special Agent. To Gordon Cole, Deputy Director. Dear Director Cole, pursuant to your directive to me upon the completion of my investigation into the archivist dossier last year, I hereby submit my subsequent follow-up report. That archive, which ended abruptly on March 28, 1989, with the Major's sudden disappearance and presumed death, left us with many possible avenues of investigation. As you suggested to me at the time, I have since directed my own investigation down every rabbit hole and up every apple tree in search of answers. To state it more plainly, I'm the archivist now. Unlike the previous dossier, where for the most part all documents were presented to us in their entirety per Bureau standards, here I have taken the time to condense the relevant content I found into an uninterrupted narrative. As you also requested, I began this project in the town of Twin Peaks itself by attempting to bring you up to date on the stories of many of the town's residents, many of whom you yourself knew personally, over the intervening decades. I learned much that was surprising. Your words, "these woods are full of secrets," come immediately to mind as a distinct understatement. And many other things reflecting the startling rate of change any community, small or large, faces over the course of a quarter-century of recorded history. The pace of change is extremely hard to perceive at close range. It's virtually invisible day to day, but viewed from a distance it moves like lightning. The trials and trivialities of daily life, I've concluded, act on the mind as a kind of local anesthetic, numbing us to the relentless passage and ravages of time. I've also learned, a humbling admission to be sure, to view this effect as a kind of mercy. My conclusions and takeaways from this part of the journey, which you also requested of me, I have included from time to time when they apply throughout the document, rather than offering them as a preamble, as I don't want to shade your perceptions prior to your first read. On a personal level, I will share with you, however, that regardless of the cost to my innocence or naivete regarding these truths of the human condition, which I now freely acknowledge at the start was considerable, I emerge from this experience grateful for the wisdom it has given me, and stronger of mind for the hard lessons learned. May I also state that your faith in me to undertake this task, and the opportunity you've provided for me to contribute to the collective work that still lies ahead of us, remains one of the authentic blessings of my life. I only hope that in whatever small way I can, I'm able to apply my shoulder to that wheel for as long as time and fate allow. Most respectfully yours, Tamara Preston, Field Agent, Blue Rose Task Force. The Addendum. This first document is, as you'll quickly learn, not exactly a traditional autopsy report. I assume this was made accessible to you at the time of the incident as a Blue Rose file, but since it was not passed along through traditional Bureau channels and hardly embraces standard forensic formatting, I am including it in the pursuit of thoroughness. Autopsy Report, Calhoun Memorial Hospital. Examination reference number 1989-0401, Johnson, Leo Abel. On the morning of April 1st, 1989, an autopsy was completed on the body of Leo Abel Johnson. Visible injuries: 5 gunshot wounds, numerous spider bites, electrical burns, bruises, cigarette burns. Internal injuries: bullet lodged near spine. Damage to sinus cavity. Anatomical summary: A. 5 gunshot wounds to upper thoracic. B. Arachnid bites, tarantula, theraphocyte. C. Electrical burn marks. D. Cigarette burns. E. Bruising. F. Bullet lodged internally near lower lumbar, 3rd vertebrae. Cause of death: 5 gunshot wounds. A. External injuries: male, front and back. Date and signature of examiner, Special Agent Albert Rosenfield. It's not often I'm tempted to
Sample complete. Ready to continue?